Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. If you look at this Bronco defense, they're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Steelers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Ramsey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. It's Ramsey. And a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Let's go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his kick is right there. It's good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Now it's Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Nix. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That good for 19 and a first down. Nix to the air. And his throw here is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing Nix. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking middle, and that's complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. This is Harris on the draw. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
First down, and they go back to Harris. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, here's Nix. Got a man, it's Brown.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That is caught. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here is 3rd and 5. Nix looking to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Second and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's in. So a good challenge there. The look pretty conclusive. The feet were in, and it's a completed pass. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking to throw. Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Baron Browning coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. Back to throw. Nix. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to the air with Nix. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Broncos first down.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They're going. It's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw. Nix. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This 2nd and 4. The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Nix. Toward the pylon, caught. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
McLaughlin will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
To kick off for the Broncos.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now it's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against him because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The give is to McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes, when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Come on, set it up.
Now a handoff up the middle. Ramsey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
This offense so far on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Nix to the air. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Let's go now. Check go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Denver, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs.